Looking at old photos of celebrities like Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, Anne Hathaway, and Charlotte Casiraghi, have you ever noticed how their elegance seems timeless? Whether it's the 1950s, the 1990s, or today, they consistently embody the same standard of class and sophistication. But why? Because elegance isn't about following fleeting trends or flaunting what's in. It's about what you choose not to wear. Intriguing, right? That oversized bag covered in logos or a dress that's way too short never found their way into these women's closets. And it's not because they couldn't afford them. Let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Carol, the author of Lucrative Elegance, and someone obsessed with teaching you how to elevate your elegance into something more than just a look, something that impacts your confidence, your image, and even your bank account. And listen, I'm not here to tell you what to wear, but to reveal the choices truly elegant women, those who move in high-class circles, never make. Because sometimes, avoiding mistakes is more powerful than hitting the mark. Oh, and heads up, if you want to become an elegant, sophisticated woman and learn how to turn that into success, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a like. That way, you won't miss any content that'll take your elegance to the next level. Speaking of sophistication, have you ever noticed how elegant women travel differently? They seem effortless, always prepared, never over the top, yet never sloppy. That's no coincidence. It's strategy. If you want to learn how to do the same, check out the pinned comment and take a look at my ebook, Travel with Elegance: Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. Because traveling with class isn't about money. It's about knowing how to carry yourself. Now let me ask you, are you making any of the mistakes that high-class, elegant women avoid at all costs? Because yes, some choices might be sabotaging the sophisticated image you're working so hard to build. Let's find out together, shall we? 1. The danger of excessive sensuality in the wrong context. When your outfit speaks louder than you. At formal events, what you wear can say much more about you than the words you choose. But what if what's being communicated isn't exactly what you want? This is where the risk of excessive sensuality in the wrong context comes into play. At Donald Trump's inauguration, Lauren Sanchez, fiancée of Jeff Bezos, turned every head, but not for the right reasons. While the event called for formality and restraint, her choice of a white suit with a plunging neckline and a lacy corset underneath created a striking contrast with the tone of the occasion. The result? Instead of standing out for her elegance, she became the focus of conversations questioning her interpretation of the setting. Despite her obvious beauty and charisma, her message got lost. So, what can we learn from this? Studies on nonverbal communication reveal that 55% of the impression we make comes from our appearance. In other words, before you even open your mouth, what you're wearing has already conveyed most of your message. Now think about it. What does an extremely tight or low-cut dress say in a formal setting? To many, it might suggest a disconnect with the occasion, shifting attention away from what truly matters: your presence, your poise, your essence. This is a common struggle. Well-meaning women choosing outfits that flatter their figures but forgetting that some occasions call for a different kind of elegance. The solution? It's not about giving up femininity, but aligning your choices with the context. In formal settings, outfits like tailored sheath dresses or structured women's suits don't hide your beauty. They ensure that your primary message comes through loud and clear: self-confidence and respect for the environment. Here's an interesting detail. A study by the University of Hertfordshire found that women who balance femininity with formality in professional environments are perceived as more trustworthy and competent. So ask yourself, do you want people to remember what you said or how out of place your outfit looked? Lauren Sanchez is an admirable and successful woman, but her example shows us that beauty alone isn't always enough. The next time you're dressing for a formal event, ask yourself, is my outfit saying what I want people to say about me? A thoughtful choice could make the difference between being remembered for your class or the discomfort of being out of sync with the occasion. 2. The impact of quality jewelry on your look. When the details speak louder than the outfit. Have you ever seen someone dressed impeccably, only to notice a necklace with an overly flashy shine or a ring starting to tarnish upon closer inspection? Even with a well-chosen outfit, the overall impact was diminished. But why do such small details like jewelry have so much power to ruin an entire look? People form impressions of you in less than 7 seconds, and a big part of that comes from the details. The jewelry you choose can be the deciding factor between looking polished or giving off an impression of carelessness. Metals that tarnish quickly, overly shiny finishes, or pieces with exaggerated designs end up drawing attention, but not in a good way. It's as if they scream, "This wasn't well thought out." Cheap-looking jewelry can be compared to a lipstick that's too bold and poorly applied. It doesn't matter if you're wearing the most elegant outfit in the world. An error in the details becomes the distraction that people can't overlook. Here's the challenge. It's not about giving up jewelry, but understanding that the quality and craftsmanship should complement your look, not overpower it. The solution? Opt for understated, well-made pieces with timeless designs and finishes that don't betray poor quality. Believe it or not, the visual impact of a well-crafted piece of jewelry, even if it's not expensive, can be likened to well-applied makeup. It enhances the overall look without stealing the spotlight. Materials like cubic zirconia, gold or silver-plated metals, natural stones, and minimalist designs are foolproof choices for anyone looking to convey care and attention to detail. Minimalist and carefully chosen accessories can increase perceptions of professionalism and trustworthiness by up to 37%. That means that beyond elevating your look, the right jewelry can influence how you're perceived in important moments like interviews, events, or professional meetings. The next time you're choosing your accessories, ask yourself, is this piece enhancing my look or detracting from it? Because when it comes to jewelry, it's always better to let quality speak louder than any excess. 3. Loud prints, and not always the message you want to send. You've nailed your outfit, your makeup is flawless, and your hair is on point. But that blouse with kittens or heart prints seems to scream something entirely different from what you intended to communicate. The maturity and confidence you wanted to project get drowned out by a detail that seems minor but speaks louder than everything else. But do childish prints really have that much of an impact? The way we dress directly influences how others perceive our competence. Clothes with overly thematic or childish elements, like cartoon characters or exaggerated patterns, can give the impression of immaturity or that you're not taking the occasion seriously. Imagine walking into a meeting wearing a tailored blazer but pairing it with a t-shirt full of emojis. The message becomes contradictory. So, how can you bring joy and playfulness to your outfit without falling into the trap of looking childish? Because yes, prints can and should have a place in your style, but the key is choosing patterns that exude elegance without undermining your credibility. Classic prints like stripes, plaids, or subtle florals convey personality without making it seem like you just stepped out of a cartoon. Think of prints as the soundtrack to a movie. They should enhance the main message, not distract from it. Pieces with geometric patterns, small florals, or abstract prints do just that, adding charm without detracting from the seriousness of your image. Here's an interesting statistic. A study by Psychology Today found that people who opt for classic patterns in their clothing are perceived as more trustworthy and emotionally balanced. This shows that your clothing choices not only affect how you look, but also how others interpret your personality. The next time you're tempted to wear that shirt covered in cute drawings or a cupcake-themed skirt, ask yourself, is this piece sending the message I want to convey about who I am? After all, even in fashion, less is often more, and swapping over-the-top prints for timeless classics might be just what you need to transform your image. 4. Hair that speaks for you. The impact of a well-chosen cut and color. You're at an important event, and mid-conversation, you notice someone with unkempt hair or neon-colored strands that look like they belong at a theme party. Instead of focusing on their presence or what they're saying, your attention shifts to a detail that signals carelessness or excess. Does this really matter that much? Our appearance influences up to 70% of the first impression we make, and hair is one of the first things people notice. Well-done cuts that suit the face shape and colors that enhance natural beauty convey an image of care, discipline, and self-confidence. On the other hand, undefined styles or overly artificial tones can disrupt the harmony of your look and undermine the message you want to convey. In a world that values self-expression, how do you avoid going overboard while still showing personality? The answer lies in women who balance authenticity with good taste. Melania Trump and Nicole Kidman are excellent examples of women who invest in impeccable, polished hairstyles. Melania is known for her long, voluminous, and perfectly maintained locks in warm tones that enhance her strong presence. Nicole Kidman, on the other hand, opts for a more ethereal look, with soft waves and cuts that balance her delicate yet sophisticated personality. Both demonstrate that well-groomed hair can make a powerful impression without needing to go over the top. The solution is practical and effective. Choose a timeless haircut that complements your face shape and go for colors that harmonize with your skin tone. Shades close to your natural color, like warm browns, soft blondes, or shiny blacks, highlight your beauty without looking forced. Additionally, keeping your hair hydrated and shiny makes all the difference. And it doesn't require a celebrity budget, just consistency and a good routine. Here's a fact to back this up. A study published in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science found that well-maintained hair increases perceptions of competence and trustworthiness by up to 35%. It's not just about style. It's about the impact your image has on those around you. So, when thinking about changing your hair, ask yourself, is this choice enhancing my beauty or distracting from what really matters? Aligned, well-maintained hair is a reflection of how you present yourself to the world. And if women like Melania and Nicole can impress with the natural elegance of their hairstyles, why not bring that inspiration into your daily life? 5. Transparency. When subtlety speaks louder than exposure. A woman walks into a restaurant wearing a transparent dress that reveals far more than it should. Everyone stares, but not in the way she intended. Instead of exuding charm and confidence, the outfit crossed the line between suggestive and overexposed. So, how do you strike the balance between the modern appeal of transparency and the elegance the occasion calls for? Transparency is like seasoning in a dish. Used sparingly, it elevates the look, highlights femininity, and creates an air of mystery. But in excess, it can throw everything off balance and send a message that's not always desirable. Clothes that show too much skin may lead people to focus on the body rather than the personality or intelligence of the wearer. This means that even unintentionally, overly transparent clothing can overshadow what you have to offer, your presence and substance. Here's the dilemma. Transparency is trendy, but how do you ensure the desire to look bold doesn't turn into a misstep? The answer lies in subtlety. Think delicate lace, strategically lined fabrics, or transparency in small doses, like on the sleeves or shoulders. These choices balance modernity with elegance without compromising the message you want to convey. Here's an interesting fact. According to the book The Power of Dress and Image Perception, clothing that balances sensuality and discretion increases perceptions of credibility by up to 42%. In other words, suggesting is far more impactful than exposing. Before stepping out in that transparent piece, ask yourself, is this outfit hinting or revealing too much? Fashion has room for playfulness and boldness, but the key is maintaining harmony between style and intention. When transparency is used wisely, it leaves people intrigued, not uncomfortable. 6. Nails that speak. The fine line between charm and overdoing it. Picture yourself at a job interview or an elegant dinner, and your hands, specifically your nails, become the center of attention. Not because they're beautifully manicured, but because the glittering stones, exaggerated designs, or excessive bright colors have stolen the spotlight. Instead of adding charm to your look, your nails become a distraction from the message you intended to convey. But does nail art always compromise your look? Details like nails and accessories are often used by others as indicators of personal care and attention to detail. Clean, understated, and well-manicured nails communicate organization and balance, while overly elaborate designs can send conflicting signals, such as a lack of maturity or an inclination toward excess. Here's the dilemma. Nail art is a form of creative expression, but at what point does it stop being a compliment and start competing with the rest of your look? The solution is simple. Embrace minimalism. Neutral tones like nude, rose, and classic red, or subtle nail art such as a modern French tip or a hint of sparkle, strike the perfect balance between elegance and personality without creating unwanted distractions. A real-world example? Think of women like Meryl Streep or Victoria Beckham. Their nails don't steal the show, but they perfectly complement the image they project. Whether it's during a speech or at a formal event, they prove that true charm lies in details that reinforce your presence, not in those that overshadow it. Well-maintained, understated nails enhance perceptions of professionalism. This means that choosing balance when it comes to your nails not only elevates your look, but also influences how you're perceived in social and professional situations. Before opting for that bold design or nails covered in stones and glitter, ask yourself, is this complementing my image or becoming the centerpiece of my look? Sometimes, less truly is more, and polished, understated nails can say exactly what you want without shouting. Now that you've discovered the 6 things high-class, elegant women never wear, ask yourself, are your clothing, accessories, or even behavior truly aligned with the image you want to project? The truth is, every detail matters, and sometimes the misstep you don't even notice could be sabotaging all your efforts. Speaking of strategic choices, have you ever thought about how to adapt your style for different occasions while maintaining class? Is the outfit you'd wear to a casual event appropriate for a work meeting or a wedding? Because if a small detail can impact your image, making a context mismatch can leave a lasting impression, but not in the way you'd want. If you want to avoid these pitfalls and learn how to create elegant looks for any occasion, check out my video, Elegant Style Tips for Different Occasions. It's packed with insights to help you shine in the right environments, effortlessly, but with maximum impact. Let's recap what we've covered today. Elegance isn't just about what you wear, it's also about what you choose to avoid. Oversized logo bags, excessive transparency, flashy nails, or even low-quality jewelry. All these details can speak volumes about you before you even say a word. The question is, what is your image saying? If you want to keep learning how to build an aligned image that boosts your self-esteem and opens doors to greater success, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a like. Because trust me, elegance pays off. It shapes how people perceive you, how they treat you, and even how opportunities find their way to you. Oh, and in the pinned comment, I've left links to elegant products that will help you put today's tips into practice. I'm an affiliate, and I've carefully curated everything for you. Take a look, you're going to love it. Lastly, comment below with elegant and chic, so I know you've made it this far and are committed to transforming yourself into a classy woman. Now, let's discover how to create impeccable looks for any occasion. The next video is waiting for you.